Hi everybody. This is John Clement with RV Salt Shakers, and we're out at Planned Parenthood in Grants Pass. And so I wanted to just kind of share with you a sign idea that you might be able to use, or a variation of it. So what I've done, I got some custom signs made up by Sign John Peterman. Had a blank there. So there's one side. And there's the other side. You may have seen the signs before. So what I did is I just put some grommets in the top of those. You'll see grommets on both sides. Of course, they're spaced the same side, kind of making them universal. And there's that other sign. And gory, grisly sign. But that's what abortion looks like. So, and this one's kind of classic for Ashland, but people that say, "Oh, don't show those graphic images to my children." And as we're thinking of Halloween coming up, some people dress their kids up like that, so it doesn't make any sense at all. So I want to clip in here to show you what I do with this, and maybe get some ideas. Maybe you like this idea, or come up with something else on your own. Here's a second. Yeah, so hopefully you can see that. So what I've got is 1.5 inch PVC. And if you can see that, it doesn't have to be white or black. White's pretty common. Then I got some carabiners. I got 4 carabiners, if you can see those. And what I did is I just drilled through at a real low angle, and then just looped that carabiner through, same direction on each one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay that up there, and so just connect those carabiners. I can see if you can see that there. So I just clip that in, and if you get them spaced right, then they clip in pretty easily. So kind of want to get an easy setup, but also with this setup you have quite a bit of exposure. So you can actually basically have 4 images, and it's real easy to rotate, so you can keep the signs facing the traffic or whoever your audience is. And then I've got a threaded T up here, if you can see that. But anyway, there's a threaded T, and then I've got 2 poles here. And so I'm gonna take this one, and if you can see that. But anyway, I got a slip and a thread on one side, slip and a thread on the other. So I'm gonna take and just thread that in there. It's kind of a big sign, but I made it so it'd be a little bit wind friendly, because some of the signs that are like single-sided ones held with poles, those are great unless you get into wind. And then but the wind kind of gives you a problem. But you can see the other piece, and I'm going to connect that down here. Like I see, it's pretty large, and but as you'll see once I get it up in the air, that it really does get folks' attention. That's the idea. We want to get the message of abolition, that abortion's murder, and get some conversations going, Lord willing. So there you go. Hopefully you can kind of see how that's together. And I made it so it's a little over 6 foot. For John Peterman, I found out it's just a little bit too low for him. For me, he could stand in front or behind the sign. It'd be okay. For me, I can rotate it right above my head, and that works okay. But anyway, that's the way the setup looks there. And then I'll just take and hoist that up like yay. And as you can see, then it can rotate it around and give everybody a view. And plus, if you're in traffic, if you got cars in a line, which we're going to be standing out on 199 here pretty soon again, and the cars get to see the images, and so you get thumbs up, and you get middle fingers, and horrified looks, and all sorts of things. But anyway, it's getting people's attention. So hopefully that's helpful to you. You can get some ideas from that. But anyway, we're here at Planned Parenthood, and I got Nick here, and then the Metcalfs are coming here in a little bit. But slim crew, because most of the folks are at Church Arise today through, I think they'll be coming back Sunday. So please pray for them over there. They're hitting Boise at Church Arise with a whole bunch of folks like Cy Ten Bruggencade and Jake Eakin and T. Russell Hunter, a bunch of abolitionists. Who's the guy with the cowboy hat? I'm totally spacing his name. Rusty Thomas, and a bunch of other great guys. So they're going to be getting a lot of teaching there, and as well as outreach. They did Project Frontlines at one of the, I think it's Timberline High School there in Boise today, and then they're out on the streets at a really busy intersection in Boise, and then they'll be out tonight too. So anyway, pray for them, and hope that was a helpful video to you there.